All right, welcome to another episode of Myth or Fact. I'm Ryan, that's Todd. Today we have a fun one. Todd, our myth or fact question for the viewers. The developers commit to the sprint backlog, myth or fact? And so if you're playing along at home, go ahead and hit pause on the video, go down to the comment section on whichever platform you're viewing this on, and type out myth or fact and why you believe that is the case. All right, hopefully you hit pause and you did that. Todd, the developers commit to the sprint backlog, myth or fact?
You know, this is something, Ryan, that we hear a lot from management. We hear a lot from product owners. We hear a lot even from Scrum Masters, is that the sprint commitment is, well, all of the things in the sprint backlog need to get done, right? All of the items selected from the product backlog and put into the sprint backlog. A sprint is successful when you complete all of those things. This is a myth.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those where teams that fall into this trap are often looking at plan versus actual, said versus do. Look, that is irrelevant in Scrum. For a Scrum team, we are goal focused. In this case, it's sprint goal. That is our commitment. Developers commit to the sprint goal, and that is what they're trying to achieve. That represents value. How they get there doesn't matter. If you have a sprint backlog that originally has 5 things at the beginning of a sprint and you only build 3 and that achieves your sprint goal, great job, you won. If you plan for 2 things and you needed 10, awesome. You hit your sprint goal. Well done. Commitment is to the goal, not to the backlog. If you've got that answer, awesome. If you've got something different, think about what we've said here. Maybe adapt your thinking or challenge us. Right? We'd love to hear your comments or read your comments and let us know what you think. Anything else there, Todd, before we close it out?
Yeah, we've got to keep with this complexity mindset. We don't know what we don't know. You know, you often cite the Woody Zool quote. You've got me hooked on it. It's through doing the work that we realize the work that needs to be done. And you know, we've all been in those circumstances where you're very hopeful and you think, I should have this done by the end of the day. And then 3 days later, there was an unforeseen circumstance. There was an unforeseen complexity. There's no amount of requirements gathering that can get rid of that, right? And so we don't want our teams to be feature factories. We don't want them just to output low quality stuff. As you stated, the commitment is to the sprint goal and to develop a potentially usable product increment during the sprint. There is irrelevance on whether all of the things in the sprint backlog were completed or not, so long as those 2 things are true, the sprint goal and a potentially usable increment are developed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think last thought here is that if we could plan the sprint perfectly and commit to the sprint backlog and that works out, then why do we need Scrum? Right? Just go do the thing. We need Scrum because we can't predict the future. Complexity is real. And we need a framework that can tell us whether or not we're on the right track and help us inspect and adapt and modify along the way. So cool. We hope you got this one right. If not, that's okay. We're learning. Leave us your comments below. Hey, if you have a fact or a myth, if you have a question, throw it in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. Todd and I teach a lot of classes. Learn about that in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. A lot more videos are going to be popping up in the future, and we want to see you participate on those as well. For Todd, I'm Ryan. Go forward, do some great Scrum things. Keep thinking about these facts or myths, and we'll see you next time.